Yeah, Forex, you're welcome. Forex, you're welcome.
Got it.
Um, yeah, Forex, you're welcome. Yeah. Okay, you can start. Thank you. Forex,
Okay.
you can start.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, Forex, you're welcome. Favorati, Joseph Adito, Casey Walker, Murphy. Okay, I'm just seeing Murphy for the first time. Olayinka, I'm seeing Olayinka also for the first time. Rosemary, mm. You're welcome. Wilbert, yeah, I'm seeing Wilbert also for the first time. You're welcome. Um, Zamorano, yeah, we are all welcome. Everybody are welcome. You are highly welcome to today's class. And who can tell us the topic for today? Who can tell us our topic for today?
They did
Why
not
the
welcome you.
why the broker will eat your money?
You say?
Why the broker will eat your money?
Okay, thank you very much. Okay. Okay, why the broker will actually do what? Will actually eat your money. Okay. Um, why will they eat your money? Okay, like I was kind of like angry. Should I say angry? I wanted to put I am angry as
Mm-hmm.
the topic, but I was like, oh, no. Let me not put it like that. So, so like, but seriously, I was not happy, like, because some people actually shared some story like that. Yeah, some people actually shared some story, like they were actually telling me some of my students actually, some of them actually made profit, like some grew account to some certain extent actually, then like that. So I was like, so they were not like, but they've actually lost part of the money already. So the thing was kind of like, they were not like, what is the problem or something like that, like is it that the analysis is not more right, or what, something like that, or they,
No,
sorry,
can I
please,
mind it? I don't think
please
it's
welcome.
necessary.
Please don't unmute
Or you
again.
can.
Sorry, there is always unmuting himself. Okay, Jordan, Isaiah, you're welcome. Okay, yeah. So back to what we are actually saying. So they were like kind of like, or what actually is wrong, something like that. First of all, I didn't write any note for this, but I'm actually going to teach you based on what I actually know. Okay, now let's start. I didn't actually write any note on this, but I just want to go to the note so that I can kind of like write something about, yeah, write something on it. So yeah, so today basically, oh, this one will not do. I think typing will do. Yeah. Coming, sorry. Okay. You see, I'm documenting almost everything. Yeah, as you can see it there. I have a lot of notes. Okay, yeah. So let's actually get into today's class. Kind of like why. Okay, it has given us a new topic. Hmm. Forex. Why the broker? Please remind me why the broker will eat your money, right? Will eat your money. Okay, anyone. Either why the broker will eat your money or why will they eat your money? Like why? Why will they eat your money? Why the broker will eat your money? Okay, it's the same thing. Okay, yeah. So why the broker will eat your what? Your money? Like no, actually, this boils down to what are they calling this? This actually boils down to um risk management, psychology, and the rest. Risk management and psychology actually. You understand? I hope you can see my screen. Everyone, I hope you can see my screen.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So now this actually boils down to what psychology and what risk management. Okay, now I'm actually doing this class and I actually decided to share it also to the other group because it's going to be helpful for both groups. You understand? Like, yeah, it's actually going to be helpful. Now, first of all, note this. First of all, note something. Just note this. Note this that what that even if you are the best with price action, if you are the what if you are the best, like if you are the best trader with price action, like you are good, like your strategy is good, you understand, your strategy can never be 100%, and your strategy must fail at some point. So if you are a good trader, just note this, that what, that if you don't apply what risk management, this thing, risk management, and you cannot control your psychology, like you are still kind of like your psychology still affect you in trading. Just note this that what, note that for certain you will actually keep losing money. For certain, you may not blow an account, but you will keep losing money, and thereby probably later on you actually get to blow an account. Understand? Because what I actually know is that there are three types of trader. There are three types of trader. Now, note me. Now, let me go over this. Let me actually go over this. There are what? There are three types of traders. Should I even write? Okay, yeah, if you can write, just write. There are what? There are three types of trader. Number one, we actually have what? We actually have those that actually do what? That actually trade like kind of like they when they actually trade, they actually lose money. They are called the losers, like those that actually burn account or blow account, anyone you call it. Yeah. So they actually called the losers in forex. It's not as if anyone is a loser, but for certain they actually lose money. So they are actually called losers. You understand? Yeah, for that period whereby they actually like that period of time, yeah, whereby they're actually losing money. Okay, now look at it very well. These people, those people under this category are actually what, the newbies. Those people under this category are actually what, the newbies. Now see, just like we know in real life, just like we all know in real life, that age doesn't determine how mature a person is. Your age doesn't determine how mature you are. Now you can actually be what? You can actually be 30 years old and still be behaving like what? A a 17 years old guy or a 70 years old lady. You understand? Like you can actually be old, like your age is actually what is actually very much, but you are still behaving like what, a kid. I've seen people like that. Like I traveled one time and I actually met a lady like that, and I was like, "Ah, this lady, like I was just kind of like, before when I actually saw, I was like, wow, like from her dressing and everything like that, and from the way she actually talks, you understand? So I was like, I just rated her like, wow, this lady is kind of like a good spec, something like that. So, but when I actually, like, it was later I started seeing her, she was just playing around. I said, who is this? So, like, this thing, I don't know. I cannot say it's a mental issue because they actually gave her something to take, like kind of like a presentation. So she wasn't having a mental issue, but the way she was behaving was just like the way a child should actually what she will actually what behave or something, or actually behaving. So it's not just about what, it's not about your age. I actually said this to say this. I actually said this to say this. Now look at it. It doesn't determine your age also in forex. Your age has no kind of like significance. Like how many years you spend in forex doesn't have any significance. Like like you may actually what you might have spent 4 years in forex, 5 years in forex, and still yet you'll be as someone who just spent 6 months in forex, who just spent 3 months in forex. So your age in forex doesn't matter. So a loser may actually be a newbie and may still be somebody that has spent long years in forex. Because those people that have spent 5 years in forex, 4 years in forex, and are not profitable, they are actually part of losers. I'm sorry to say, but I'm just sincere. They're actually part of losers. Yeah, you understand? Because if you watch those people, they are still those that actually was struggling to what, gain consistency in the market. You understand? In making profit. I hope we are clear. I hope we are clear. Hello, can you hear me? Yeah,
Yes.
thank you very much. So it doesn't what it doesn't depend on your age in forex, like how long you actually stayed in forex. It doesn't depend on that. Understand? Yeah, there's no what age barrier. Same also as what a 20 years old guy can be good as what a 40 years old man in forex. You may be very very young, and yeah, you will still be very very good, even more than somebody that's even older than you. And same also like there was something my dad actually said, and it was like that time actually this guy, if you actually want to go and study in school, okay, now what do you actually want to study? It was like telling me that I should study mathematics also, so that like that is it mathematics or statistics? Like it was actually telling me that what I should actually study a course. What hello is that it was actually telling me that what I should study a course that relates to what to forex, so that it can help me in my forex business. I just laughed. I was like, even if you study mathematics in school, you will still not be good in forex. You understand? It doesn't determine, or it doesn't depend on what course you actually study in school. Forex is a different thing entirely. You understand? It's just like a school on its own. Yeah, something like that. Okay, now they actually two ways somebody actually learn. You actually learn the hard way, or you learn from somebody's experience. You either learn the hard way, or you learn from somebody's experience. And that is what I'm actually doing. I'm trying to tell you what I've actually observed. You can actually add it to your own observation also, and also and be good. So you understand. So now the first people are the losers. The second people are those that the inconsistent kind of like how will I say it now? They are not consistent in making profits. This how they are. They don't blow accounts. Those guys, they don't blow account. Like, they don't blow account. What they may blow their account maybe after this thing, after like maybe 1 month or 2 months, but they don't blow account. And in they are just at one spot. Now let me actually explain it now. They will actually get to do what? They will actually get to like make profits. Now look at it very well. They will actually get to do what? They will actually get to make profit. Probably they actually fund $100 also. Then they will actually get to raise the $100 to maybe 130 also. Then they will burn the 130. They will burn it back again to what? 100. They will grow the 100 to what? 125. They will burn it again down to what? Maybe 95. They will grow it again back to what? 140. They will burn it back again. They are neither what burning their account or what growing it. They are just in one spot. I don't know if you're getting me. They're just in one spot. They are actually not doing what they're actually not making progress. That's actually what the second type of trader. They are inconsistent in what making profit. Now the third one are actually those that make profit consistently, and that is actually what I'm actually talking about today. How somebody can actually become like that. Those are actually what make profit work consistently. You understand? Now, number one, the losers also. Number one. Now, see, let me tell you something about trade. See, no, if you're using indicator, for instance, I'm actually just mentioning indicator. There's this thing. There's tendency that you will make big profit, and you will still lose it later on. Now, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about forex again. Like, forex is all about um should I call it nemesis? Like it must, like, if you're not good with forex, like it must definitely catch up with you. Like, it must definitely catch up with you. Even if you make $4,000 today, like if you make it $4,000 today, if you make $4,000 today, like probably by with one indicator, and you are not actually good. Even yourself, you are like wondering, how did I do this thing? You understand? You will definitely lose that money back if you continue trading. You will lose that money to zero. And some people that are actually wise, we just withdraw their money fast. Understand? So no matter the profit, like I've observed that thing. If you are not that good in trading, you understand? I don't know how you actually grow your account to that level, because I've seen people grow their account to 1,000, like something like that, and they still bring it back again. Like the thing still came back down. Now, why did it actually come back down? Now, it may either be because, number one, which I've already started the class for today. It may either be because what? Number one, it may either be because you actually are not yet good with your strategy. Now look at it. Some people actually do what? Like, there was, sorry to use this example. The lady may be here actually, but sorry to use the example. I just want to just set an example. There's a kind of traders that actually do this. Like, when their trade is actually in loss, understand? Like, they don't close. They'll be using the lowest loss side. It's just like they place a trade, and they'll be like, this trade is actually going to move to this certain point. You understand? Then what happened? The trade did not move. The trade now broke that zone and started coming down. They will leave that trade like to the next zone. Understand? To the next place whereby they actually feel that what is going to move. So now they now place a trade from what? From that point, from that next point. And now the loss of the former trade is now in minus 20, now in minus 30, and I'm not close. They'll be like, it is going to go back, it is going to go back, it's going to go back. Now look at it. Market too sometime we play along with you. It's to move from the second zone back upward. I don't know if you're getting me. You'll be minus $20 or minus $30. So now when it now get to the second zone, the zone whereby they were actually waiting for, they will now place another one, maybe even higher than the former one. So when it now go upward, that kind of stuff. So they will now kind of like close two of them in profit. Now that's actually how some people actually grow their accounts. That's how some people actually grow their account, and that is lack of risk management. It is poor risk management. Now look at it. There's a way some traders actually trade. Like they actually see an entry. Okay, yeah. Then they place a trade. Like I've seen FS Group actually do that. They actually place a trade. Then they actually see that the trade actually started moving against them. Now they have a point whereby they actually wanted to enter from, but they kind of just kind of like FMO, is it FOMO, fear of missing out. They actually just entered. You understand? Kind of like in case he move from this point. You understand? And now their zones are not far from each other. Their zones aren't far from each other. If it moves against them, maybe minus $10 or something like that, their zones aren't far from each other. Like the 2 points of entry aren't far from each other. But this one I'm talking about is that the zones are too far from each other. If it's minus $5 now, for instance, now it's not far from each other. You probably can even hold it if you have a big account, or if you have a good account, probably $100, you can actually hold it. And then probably enter from the next point of entry. Understand? You can actually hold it. But this one I'm actually talking about is that these people actually believe that the market will move in that direction every time, 100%. Like it is going to move. So if they actually get to place a trade, they will like I don't know the type of belief they have. Like they believe that they are accurate or something like that, or kind of like they have this fear that they don't want to even lose a penny. They don't want to close any trade in red. There's nothing bad in closing a trade in red. Like there's nothing bad in closing a trade in red. I don't know if you're getting me. There's nothing bad to lose, but just be what. Just be what. So that is that. Yeah, sorry, Casey. Casey, can you hear me? Please kindly mute yourself, please. Like, and don't mute, please, again, please. Okay, yeah. So like I was saying, they actually kind of like probably they don't want to close a trade in red. You understand? So that's why they actually do that. You understand? They just kind of like do so many things actually. Yeah. Like so many things that are actually wrong. Now that is actually number one. Those are traders. Nemesis will actually catch up with them. Like for certain, like you cannot be kind of like you say you are not good in Forex and you are making money every time. Even if you reach $4,000, you will lose everything back one day. Like it is sure. As long as what I do. Sorry, please. Like just mute. Yeah.
Okay.
So like what I was saying, yeah, no matter how it actually goes, you understand, you will actually the person will actually get to lose back that money that they actually make. It's like no matter the profit you make, you get to lose it back since you're not doing the right thing. That is number one. So there's a kind of trader that actually lose based on that. They are actually not good with the analysis now. They're not good with the analysis and the rest, entering points and all of that. So therefore, they will still lose their money back. That is number one. Then number two are actually this type of people. Like they actually do they actually get to listen, get me well. Sorry, please stay with me. Number two are actually type of people like they are actually good with the analysis. They are good with with their analysis. Like they are 90%, 80%, 70%. They are good with their analysis. They are very, very good. But they still lose their profits, and some of them still blow account. They still lose their profit. You understand what I'm trying to say? Now, why is it so? Why is it that after making a profit, even after being good with an analysis at the rest, you still lose? Now, this is the most important part. Now, number one, it's just like a story. Let me tell you a story. My story actually. There was a time I funded an account. Was it I funded or something like that? Sure. I actually had a funded account, so kind of I was actually trading. I actually grew the account. Like I made $60 profit. Like I just placed it that night. And when I woke up, like that was that day was just kind of like I learned. I just finished learning that time. Like I actually just finished learning price action and the rest. So I just placed the trade. When I just woke up, I just saw like $60-something profit. I was like, whoa, like that kind of stuff now, as if a miracle just happened. So like I was just I was amazed actually. I was actually amazed. I was actually happy. So then I actually did what then the something was actually like I did from 30. So the something was actually at 90 something that time. So then I made some extra profit, making it 100. Then something happened. There was this trade on VIX 75. There was this trade on what on VIX 75. I saw this trade, like I saw the entry. It was going to move down from what from that point. It ought to what move down from that point. Now, when it got to that point, what happened? I placed a trade. Let me bring my line so I can mark up this. I can actually do markup. Some markup. Okay, yeah. So now look at it. Look at the points here. Like for instance, yeah. For instance, like this was the trade moving. So I was like kind of like it is going to move down from here. It is going to move down for certain. It is going to move down from here. Then what happened? Look at what it did. Look at what it did. It just moved down a bit like this. I was like, wow. I'm making $3. I'm making $3. So that happened just like this. It just moved back upward. Now look at it. There's no what. There wasn't any zone here. Or okay, there was a little zone, a little one on minute 15. So, but I was not expecting it to hold price back to the upside. Now I was just watching. Now the thing now showed me another point again that what price could reverse. So I didn't close this one. So now I was now at minus something, either minus $6 or so. Then I did what? I entered it again at this point. Now what did he do? Price came back to what? To this zone here. Price did what? It came back to the zone. It broke the zone a little bit. It came back to the zone. It broke the zone a little bit, as if it was going to come down. Then what did he do? He moved up again. Then I did what? I saw another point of entry. Are you seeing it? I was seeing new points of what of entry. Then I did what? I entered again because at this point here I entered with one lot size. At this point, okay. Now let me even go after it. This one after the other. Now let's say one lowest lot size, one lowest lot size, one lowest lot size. You understand? Like just the lowest lot size 111. Now look at it. Then he said it actually reached this point again. It didn't even take rejection. It just started going up. Then at this point here, I said, if it passes this point, I cannot hold again. Like the thing was so serious. I couldn't hold again. Like I knew that if it goes beyond this point, I cannot hold. So I just placed my last stop loss. And what the price do? Price just hits the stop loss. And that was how I lost so much that day. I lost so much just on what? Just on one trade. So this is how some people actually do what? This is how some people actually do what? This is actually some people actually make money and lose their money back. Now my own case was even different. Like let me show you something. I placed one first of all, and those are actually the greedy people. I placed one first of all. I placed two lowest losses. Now higher than the first one. Then at this point I think I placed two also. Then at the last one I placed one, or I placed one here. Then I placed two at the last side. You understand? I was just hoping that I was like, if this trade move for me, like I'm actually going to make like kind of like $60 to $80 profit. That kind of thought. You understand? Like if it moves small for like just a little bit for you, you are actually going to make $80 profit. That was what was in my head, and that is what most price traders actually do. They actually do what? They actually look at what the good side of what trading. They look at what the good side. They don't look at if it doesn't work out this way, how much will I lose? If it doesn't work out this way, how much will I lose? Now, some people still look at it that if it doesn't work out this way, how much will I lose? They'll be like, if it doesn't work out this way, out of $100, I will lose $30. They will be saying the $30 with confidence. Don't if I get him, they'll be saying it with confidence, but in their hearts, they're like this trade will not move against me. You understand? So they have that hope. Why some of them they just said it. You understand? They just said it. I don't know if I get him. They just actually said it, and they actually kind of like hoping that okay, yeah, it may actually move. And even though if it doesn't move, even if it doesn't move and I lose $30, it's nothing big, you understand? But now look at it very well. If you lose $30 out of $100, you understand, for just a trade, that is poor risk management. And now when you're trying to grow the account back, you will start feeling what? You will start feeling weak, depressed. Why? Because to make that $30 back before making your profit is a big stress. I don't know if you're getting me. Now you are not struggling to what? You're not struggling to make what? Your this thing. You're not struggling to make your profit now. You are struggling to do what? You are struggling to first of all make up for the what? For the loss before making profit. And this and when this is now when depression now comes in, that is actually a psychological aspect. When depression comes in, you now become what? You now become tired, like kind of like you are actually what? Frustrated. Lost even assuming the next trade you actually placed, you actually lost it again. You will just be so depressed, like you've just lost maybe $50 due to your lack of risk management, probably $50, and you're like, out of $100, you've lost half of your account. You will just be depressed. Should I withdraw the money? Should I trade? That kind of stuff. Now, when you're now going into the market, believe me, when you're going into the market from this point, you are not seeing anything. What I mean by you are not seeing anything is that you will still be what? You will still be wrong. Like that analysis will be wrong. I'm telling you the truth. Not unless now this is actually another point. Some people also do what? Some people also overtrade. Now, what I actually term as overtrading. I don't term you entering a trade, like entering 3 trades a day as overtrading. I don't term you entering 4 trades a day as overtrading. No. What I actually term as overtrading is you losing it to a particular amount and you are still trading. Now, that is what brings what? That is what brings this psychological problem. You've lost so amount this today, and you are still trading again, and the thing is affecting you. You know that what? You are actually being affected, but you just want to like make up for the profit. Maybe probably you've shown your friend your account, and you're like, I'm going to grow this account, and you're like, let my friend not come and see that I've already begun it to. What concern your friend with you? I don't know if you're getting this. What I'm trying to say, like that's actually how some people actually lose money. You understand? Like they actually want to impress people. You actually put it up. You actually want to impress people. Who do you want to impress in what? In trading? Who do you want to impress? Is it the person you are actually trying to impress? Because you yourself, you are trying to make money. The person you are actually trying to impress, does he have money? They are actually trying to impress him. Now, if you make money, it's for your own good, right? It's for your own good. So don't try to like impress somebody with trading or kind of like there are some people, and I think I've done that before. They actually want to place one position, like just one, because they now see their friend like that kind of stuff. So their friend is just like they actually want to kind of like show to their friend like they're actually good, like that kind of stuff. Now they just place 3, and your account is a small account. They just place 3. They will not tell that their friend that maybe probably is a sniper entry, that kind of stuff. They will not place 3. Then they will not end up losing more than what they were supposed to lose. I don't know if you're getting me. So there are different reasons why some people actually lose. Now, which is actually what? Number one, you trying to impress others, you not risking well. Like you are putting 3 trades in, like you're actually risking more than you actually can lose, more than you actually can afford to lose. It is actually wrong. If a trade goes wrong, your stop loss should be your stop loss. Your stop loss should be your stop loss. Now, lastly, I say lastly, not lastly actually. Now, there's a point again. There's this point that I actually observed too. Have I forgotten it? Okay, now, if you actually do what? If trade actually invalidates or it hits your stop loss, if a trade hits your stop loss and it's still showing you another point of entry, you can enter. But once you enter twice and it hits your stop loss for that same trade, don't enter that trade again. Like, don't place that trade again. I don't know if you're getting me. If you place a trade twice, like on that same asset, if you enter a trade twice on that same asset and it goes wrong, don't place it again. Just forget about the trade. Don't be like what if it now goes up? This thing, yeah, I will not lose. Like the thing will not pay me very well. See, it is better for you to go up because the thing I've already taken your surplus twice. It is better for you to leave it. Okay, yeah, thank you. Yeah, Forex.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so can we continue?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. So it is what? It is actually what? It is actually better for what? It is actually better for what? For you to actually what? To actually miss that trade, miss out on what? On that trade. A trade that takes my stop loss twice on that same asset. To me, it's a fucking trade. It's not ready to what? To move. It is ready to what? To kill me. You understand? That trade is ready to what? To kill me. It is ready to see my what? My downfall. So instead of that, I will not allow that to happen. So I won't enter that trade what? The second time, like the third time rather, I won't enter. I don't know if you're getting me. I won't enter that trade the third time. And even now, if a trade takes my stop loss on that asset, if it takes my stop loss once, I'm not even entering. I thought I enter trade that takes my stop loss more than once. I don't enter trade that takes my stop loss more than once on that same asset. No, I will not enter that trade. I will look for probably like if you take my stop loss on probably I actually have a zone like this. Let me show you. Probably I have a zone like this, kind of like two zones like this, and I was looking to what to buy. Now it broke out like this. Instead of it like it made a retest, so I placed what my entry. You understand? Like I actually did what I actually entered at this point here. Now what happened? The trade now decided to what? Now decided to what? Move down before going back up. Now if it takes my stop loss, you understand? I will not enter probably until it breaks the next zone and what make a retest before I will do what I'll get into that trade. So that's actually what I actually do. I don't know if I get it. Or probably maybe it as it was going up, it formed a other block like this, then it broke upward, you understand? Then probably it made a retest again on this point, then probably I will enter it. But I don't enter it trade that take my stop loss more than once. Like more than once. I don't think I actually enter trades actually take my stop loss more than once. And that's actually how it should be. Because once you enter that trade the third time, now you are entering with what? With anger. Now you are angry with the life, you are angry with what? With yourself losing what? The money. Now but you are entering with what? With anger, and you are still sad. Now this is what actually like is actually what is psychological aspect also. You understand? See, Forex is built on what? On helping you develop this thing, helping you develop psychological issues. So that you can actually do what? You can actually lose your money. That is what Forex is just built. It's just built upon. It's built upon psychology. I'm telling you the truth, like sincerely. Now there's this person also. What did he do? Like there was a guy that actually learned like recently, like last 3 months or so. Like he just came to me like he actually want to learn Forex, something like that. So I was like, okay, I'm actually going to teach him. So then we started. Then when we started, you know what this guy did? Like he learned only. I think I taught him. Okay. I taught him this thing only zones and trend line. But before then, my friend actually helped me to teach him the basics about Forex, like pips, Lotsize, and the rest. But me, I taught him like from pure price action, the basis of pure price action. I only taught him trend line and zones. And you know what? That was the end. He was so busy and the rest like that. So he couldn't attend. That was the end. Like that was the end of the class. We did not own any other class again. So what he was doing now is that he actually went on demo and he was like you understand that kind of stuff now. It was actually like placing trades, moving the demo, using big lot size, moving the demo like that upward. And this also brings another point. Now, if you are trading on demo, you are practicing on demo as a student, you are learning. Don't use big lot size. You will not learn like that. I'm serious. You won't learn like that. Don't use what? Don't use big lot size because when you're using big lot size now on demo, they will not even restrict your lot size. If you want to use probably let's say this thing, let's say the asset has 100 lot size. If you want to use 100, even 1,000, they will allow you to use it there. You understand? And now the mentality of you getting big profits on demo, making big profit and the rest on demo. You understand? You will not bring that same mentality of using what big lot size to the real life, like to your real account. And when you bring it to your real account, small emotional issue from another side will just weigh you down and what you just break your account. Don't ever get me. So if you are practicing, just make sure you use smaller size. Now back to my story. So now the guy actually was going the demo like that with his big lot size and the rest. So he actually did what the next thing I heard was that he actually want to fund. He told me that he want to fund, that he want to just save his money. I told him that you want to fund now. I use that kind of stuff now. He just told me that he want to save his money in Forex, that he's not actually going to trade now, that he just want to save it and make sure, because if you actually put it in Forex before you actually withdraw, you will not want to before you probably now you want to actually withdraw to use the money for something. If it's in the bank, you can actually just go to the bank and use your POS. That kind of you can actually just go to the bank and use the ATM or probably use POS around you. And so it's actually easy to actually use ATM card now. But if you actually put in in Derive before you actually go to the agent and the rest like that, like you may actually just decide that no, let me not just withdraw the money, that kind of stuff, because of the stress. So now he actually just decided to put his money there. He was like he just want to save his money. So I said okay, so he funded $100 first. The next thing he actually called me again that he want to fund another one, so he funded $200. That was it. The next thing I heard was even from a friend. My friend just told me that this guy has made $50. He just told me that he has made $50. I was like, wow, cool. Then before that happened, like he never even tell me he want to trade. Now before that happened, he just was it the guy? Okay, my friend just told me that this guy has grown his he has grown his account already, like he has grown it already. I was like I was just laughing like I could not even help it. She was like, he has grown his account already. Now the truth is this: what has that guy learned already? Like what has he learned already? Nothing much. Don't even get me. Nothing much. But yet he want to what? He want to actually build an account. Yet he just want to make money. He just want to make money without learning. I think I actually cheated this point the first time. Those people that actually are not good with analysis and yet they want to make money. You understand? They are not good with what they do, but they want to make money. Now I will actually say something. There's this point also. Sorry. Yeah, this point, and I think it will be our last point. Now our last point should be that those people. See, I did not write any notes for this thing. I did not write any note. If you visit my phone, it's just at one point. I didn't write any note. It's just from experience, what I've actually experienced and the rest like that. Okay, now, and this one is very, very important for everybody. Like it is very, very important. Now, take note. Any money you are not ready to lose, don't fund it. Don't fund. If you are not ready to lose your 5K, if you want to use your 5K to buy Christmas clothes, don't fund it. don't fund it. Don't see. I said this thing before. I actually sent the message in a group. Don't look at me like an almighty or like a god in Forex. Like the guy is so good. Like this thing is on point. Like he can't lose it. That kind of stuff. Don't look at me like that. I don't know if you're getting me. Yeah, truly, we are actually not going to lose. Like, I'm actually sure of this, like, so sure. But still at that, it is still possible. Losing is still possible. I don't know if I get what I'm saying. Mostly for a $10 account, losing is what? Losing is still possible. So don't fund with a money you are not ready to lose. Don't fund with it. Because what makes some people to lose is this. They I've seen people that borrow money, like, it's even normal. It's normal now. They borrow money and fund. See, I actually told somebody. I said I am one of the patient people in Forex. I'm very, very patient. In fact, my mentor taught me patience, even right from time. My mentor told me that as I'm teaching you, no trading of what? Of real account. And in fact, the money I actually used to pay this thing, to pay my mentor, like, for me to learn. That money was the money that was in my account. The last money left. I was like, it was 40 something dollar. But my mentor was collecting $50. So I just begged him. I was like, please help me with $40. So he actually agreed. So I paid $40 that time. So I was like, because I was like, if I use this money, because I was still using this indicator then. If I actually try to grow this money, I know for sure that even if I grow it small, I will definitely lose it. I know, like, I was sure that I was 100% sure that I will lose the money. I was 100% sure that I will lose money. Even if I make profit, I will still lose that money. So I was like, I was just like, instead of me to lose it, why don't I just pay and just learn and just that kind of stuff? So I just gave it to my mentor. So my mentor was like, if you are actually what learning, don't trade real life. And this is actually what makes some people to lose again in trading. Now, what makes some people to lose again in trading is
Okay, so I don't any
learning.
promotion.
Now, you actually want to do two things at the same time. It's possible anyway. It's possible. Mostly, this is mostly when you are not kind of like that kind of how will I say it now, too excited, overwhelmed. You understand? Like, because you're just coming to Forest for the first time, you might be overwhelmed. Mostly when you don't have that mindset of learning before. Yeah, I don't know if I get me. Now look at it. Those people that actually they just want to make profits. You understand? But probably before you join the signal group, you must have to join the mentorship. So they'll just kind of like, let me just pay for the mentorship, that kind of stuff. Or probably this thing, the signal group is working so well. Understand? They are making so much money, and those people now look at it like there's no even need to even learn that kind of stuff. Like, they just look at learning as something off key. You understand? So they just kind of like just do away with it, or probably they are not serious, that kind of stuff with it. Don't know if you're getting me. They are not actually serious with learning. Now, when a point now actually reach that what maybe things now started going bad, or probably the mentor actually lost some trades, or probably even apart from losing a trade, maybe the mentor now is no more around, or the mentor doesn't send signal. It doesn't send signal as before. Like, it doesn't send much. Maybe probably once in a while, once in a while. So they will not be tempted to do what? To go to the chart. Those guys will not be tempted to what? To do what? To go to that chart and do what? And actually what? Analyze and place a trade. They will be tempted to what? To place a trade by themselves now, because their hand is itchy them. Like, those guys have itchy hand. Like, their hand is itchy them, so they want to scratch it, and the only way they can scratch their hand is to go to the chart. Why is their eyes that is itching them? I don't even know. So they'll just go to the chart. And now, take note, they didn't learn. They didn't learn. So now they are now what? They are now actually what? At level zero, because now when they now go to the chart, what they see is just what? Probably candlestick moving. They don't even understand. Or probably they're like kind of like, this was the way he actually drew the trend line. And the funny thing is that some people will go and start watching, like, some people will go and carry one video, like they will go to the probably the storeroom or something like that. They will go and watch one video and be like, this one can help me if I draw my trend line like this. Just trend line alone, you don't even know anything apart from that one. I don't know if you're getting me. Like, they just lose their money because what? Because they were actually what? They were actually focusing on what? On signal those times. And now it's the time to do what? It's the time of reality. It's the time for you to do what? for you to actually bring out what you've actually been learning into practice. And if you don't have self-control in Forex, if you cannot control yourself, if you can't control yourself, like you see a trade and you cannot control yourself, like you tell yourself, don't place this trade. If you cannot control yourself in Forex, you lose. I'm serious, you lose. Also, if you are tired, now see, over trading too is also like this. Also, over trading is like this. I can place 3 trades in a day. Correct. It is not over trading. I can place 4 trades in a day. It's cool. You understand? But if I placed, don't even get me. If I place 2 trades in a day and I'm tired, because me, I used to be tired. So, like, if I place 2 trades in a day, you might have done something else. I don't know if you're getting me. You might have probably worked or something like that, or maybe you're actually running some groups like that. You understand? You might have worked one way or the other, not just analyzing the chart. Not if you're getting me, or probably you are actually watching some videos, learning and the rest. If you've analyzed just two, and you've taken those three, and you are tired, and you still go and place another one, that is what over trading. To me, it may not be over trading to another person, but to me, that is what I would term as what as over trading. You are trading when you are tired. Now that's actually what a psychological this thing aspect also again. Like you are tired, like you are don't have to say like you are tired, like even like you yourself you will know when you are tired, and you are still going to go and analyze the chart. Now when you are tired, it actually affects this thing. Yeah, this in your brain. Probably you actually need sleep at that time, and this thing you do not actually sleep. So now your brain is actually stressed out. Now, when you're actually on the chart and you're trying to do what, and you're trying to analyze a trade, and you're trying to do what, analyze a trade, you will get to see what you will get to see that what you are not actually analyzing it perfectly, and that is why if you actually analyze a trade, mostly when you're learning, and this thing, you are actually perfect to some point. If you are analyzing a trade in the morning, like early in the morning, around 5 p.m., 4 a.m., you will see that what those trades are more what perfect than what even the one you actually analyze. Maybe when there's sun, like kind of like in the afternoon time or the rest. Like those trades you actually analyze very early in the morning are more accurate than the other ones. Now, why is it so? Because in the morning you actually have what you actually have time. You have time to do what? To calm down, to settle down, analyze the trade very, very well. Like you have a lot of time. You are not in haste. Because at that point in time, it's time like you actually analyze. You're not kind of like rushing to enter a trade or so. You don't get me. You just kind of like calm down. You are actually at peace, like you are actually refreshed. You understand? Now compare it now to when you're tired. When you're tired, you just open a chat. The next thing is that you want to close the chat on time. So you want to close your chat on time, or probably you just want to know when it's set. Like, is it set now? Like you don't want to even spend time analyzing it because what? Because your brain is even touching already. Don't know if you're getting me. So you just kind of like analyze or see something else. You just see something else instead of seeing the right thing. I don't know if you're getting me. So that's actually what that is actually over trading. When you are tired, you know you are tired and you are still trading. It is what it is over trading to me. So it is either you are trading when you've lost more than you should lose, or when you are tired. Trading when you are tired. If I'm tired, I'm telling you the truth. Before what normally make me trade when I'm tired is because I am giving signal. Like people like now people these people actually want me to give signal that day and the rest like that. But now if I'm tired, once I'm tired, I'm not following people. I'm following myself. Like what I see. I don't allow people to even like convince affect my trading life. No, people doesn't like affect me negatively again because I've learned to do what to control myself. So if you don't learn to control yourself, you will keep on what falling victims to all these things. Yeah, there was a point I actually wanted to mention again. I actually forgot. So those are actually what I will actually say for now. Yeah, those are actually what I will say for now. So Bethel Murphy, okay, Sister Bethel, good evening. D2 Forex. Thanks so much. Hello, sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that name very well. Joseph Adeto, he's a worker. Lawal, oh God, Lawal sent 3 messages already. Olayinka, okay. Sam Chinedu, I'm just seeing for the first time. Okay, well, you are welcome. Really one, you are also welcome. Okay, now if there's any question so far, you can actually ask. If there's any question so far, you can actually ask. He said I didn't charge my phone in preparation for the class. Okay. You know what? I've actually not been at home. Like I actually went out, stuff like that. So I actually did not take my charger out because I don't even take charger out. I understand. So there's actually light, but just that I'm actually holding a class. I don't like charging when holding class. Yeah. Thank you very much. Okay, yeah. If you have a question, please ask.
Okay, good evening.
Yeah. Good evening.
I have, from what you've explained, why the business people will their accounts. But I want to ask you, I want to ask a very simple question. Isn't it also possible that most reasons why accounts are being blown is because of because all the things you mentioned, yeah, they are true. But I think I'm using my own personal experience. I've
Okay.
I've I don't make those mistakes again. The only one I know that is that I think, not that I think that I make, is the one where I enter, is the one you mentioned that you entered one, you entered another one on top of it, you entered another one on top of it. And that one I do it, and that one is really hitting me. In short, it really did very well in my accounts for the past weeks. So in a better approach, if one wants to add up to trades, what are they? Because I think there are also better methods. The reason why those trades didn't go well, like adding up instantly, is because the methods were not being used. There are systems that should be used to add up trades, not just adding one, two, one, two, one, two, one, two, one, two. Your name becomes, I don't know what I would call it. But are there other better ways whereby you can add more trade in a particular signal without, for example, when the person does not want to start analyzing so many charts, he just got one chart and then analyzed it and then wants to make up a day on that chart. What is the better
Okay.
approach? Really?
Okay. I actually get it. Thank you very much. Now, the actually two is. Can you see my screen? Hello, can you see my screen?
No?
No.
Okay, sorry.
No, we can't.
Sorry, let me share my screen. Sorry. Okay, yeah. So now look at this. Look at this. There are two ways to do that, sir. There are two ways. Now, number one, number one way is like this. Somebody call it scaling in. Scaling in. You understand? Kind of like you place your first trade here. You understand? Then when it breaks the zone, you also what place another one here, making it what? Making it two trades now. So now you've actually what? You've actually placed two trades in what? In that same what? In that same asset, like in that same analysis, you've actually what? You've actually increased your what? Your winning rate. This is actually what? This is actually a first step to do it. Now there's also the second one. Now look at it. You are actually what? You actually said that what? Okay, I want to risk $10 in every trade. For instance, $10. Okay, let us bring it to this to the normal one. Like you are using lowest loss size now. Okay, now I want to risk $5 in every trade. Just $5 in every trade. Now me for instance, most trades. Oh gosh, sorry. Sorry. So this thing, me for instance, most trades are actually what? Most trades are actually this is minus $2 stop loss, minus $3 stop loss, that kind of stuff. I don't know if you're getting me. Sometimes say minus 1 point something dollar, minus $1. You understand? I don't know if you're getting what I'm trying to say. Like yeah, like my stop loss are as tight as that. You understand? So if I'm actually doing what, if I'm actually risking $5 and now I'm having what? I'm having stop loss of minus $2.5 or yes, minus $2.5. What does it say? It says that what I can place two positions, two lowest loss side. I can place two. I can double what? I can double my positions based on the fact that what I'm missing what five dollar and my stop loss is little. My stop loss now is actually what 2.5. You are missing $5 and my stop loss is 2.5. Now I can do what? I can double my lot size. I don't know if you're getting me. And that is why some people can place big lot size on a small account and it doesn't affect them because their stop loss is very, very tight. Now, if I'm having a stop loss of $1.5 for instance, I can do what? I can place what? I can place three positions. 1.5 times 3 is 4.5. It means what? I can place what? Three positions instead of just one position. So that's actually how you can actually do what? That's actually how you can actually get into more trades other than just one. Yeah, I don't know if I actually answered your question, Sir Sam. Don't know if I answered your question. Hello, can you hear me?
Can you come again? I didn't get your session. Can you come again?
Okay. I hope I'm not fast.
You're fast.
The fastest.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Look at it. Number one. Number one is what I told you about scaling a trade, scaling in on trades. First of all, it breaks a zone like this. Then what? It breaks another zone. You understand? Then what? You get to enter a trade first of all at this point. Then you get to enter another trade at this other point. Now making it what? Two entries on what? On one asset. You understand? Now making it what? Two entries on what? On one asset. So now you've entered what? You've entered two trades on what? On one asset. You never getting me. Now you've doubled your what? You've doubled your entry. Now you are risking what? You are risking low because like most people say don't place another position, and which is very true. Don't place another position on losing trade. Place it on what? On a winning trade. Now look at it. If price move from this point on here to the upside here like this, it means what? You are actually winning. Now when the price now come for a retest again, now you are still on what? On this winning trade, right? So now then you can place another one here. Mean that if it goes wrong, if it goes wrong, what will happen? This other profit, the profit now will cover what? For the loss. Meaning that you are not even risking again from your account. Now the profit of this one will actually do what? Cover for the loss of this one in case it goes wrong. Don't know if you are getting me. So then you actually get what? Place another trade there and you take it upward like this. So now it means what? It means you've placed two trades in just one asset, on just one asset or something like that. Like you've placed two trades in just one asset. Like you you've actually do what? You've actually doubled your weeks, or you've doubled your winning rates on one asset. So that's actually a first way to do it. Now the second way which I said is this. Let's assuming you are risking $5 on a trade. Like your stop loss is always five. Like the money you are actually ready to lose is $5. Let's actually assume. Sorry. Meaning that if you're using a $20 account and you're risking $5, that means you actually have what? 4 times to place a trade. 5 times 4 is what? 20. You actually have what? 4 times to place a trade. If you are using a $10 account and you're risking $5, meaning that you have 2 times to place a trade. 5 times 2 is what? Is 10. Meaning that you have what? 2 times to place a trade. Now look at it. If you actually are risking $5 on a trade, your stop loss is $5, because if you're hedging VIX on the 5, usually it normally be $5 or kind of like 3 point something. You understand? Like stop loss used to be down sometime. You understand? Like that is on V75. Now if you are entering trades like that on VIX 70 on V75 and your stop loss is $5, which you are ready to risk, then you must place what? Just one position. But if it is on some asset and your stop loss is what? 2.5, like you've calculated your stop loss, or probably with just sight or your eyesight, you can actually tell that what is around this range. Now if it's actually $2.5, then what? You can double your position. Like you can place two positions instead. Why? Because your stop loss is what? Now is 2.5. It's lower than what? 5. Now 2.5 times 2 is what? Is $5. Meaning that what? Your stop loss is still what? $5. Your stop loss is what? Still $5. Like the money you're actually going to make is $5, and your stop loss is still $5. So you can actually place what? 2 trades on that one, which is what? $2.5 for each stop loss. Then if you're getting me, Then if your stop loss is $1, for instance, you can place 5 lowest loss size. If your stop loss is $1, for instance, you can place what 5 lowest loss size because you are ready to do what you are ready to risk $5 on a particular trade. So that's what I actually said. I don't know if you get me. Yeah, I don't know if you actually get what I just said just now. That is Sir Sam. I don't know if you get me.
Yeah, go where you just said.
Okay, I think you're actually having network issues too. Yeah, is anybody like? I don't know if you're having network issues. I don't think it's actually for my place here.
Go, I
Yeah,
go where you say.
according to stop loss, like when you enter a trade, maybe snap entry or whatever, according to where stop loss is meant to be, that I know that you taught me, maybe like under a zone, above a trend line or whatever like that, or maybe above a candlestick pattern. Despite that fact, I don't know why, most of the time, especially when trade is already at night or in the afternoon, trade will still go and eat your stop loss, then go back to it. Like I think they call this stop hunts.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, stop on. Yeah. Hello.
Yeah. So
Hello.
how do we take care of that kind of situation?
Okay, like stop on. How do you actually avoid stop on?
Yeah.
Okay, how to avoid stop on? Like actually that actually happen on currencies. It actually happens on currencies. So on currencies normally, oh God, it's making me sense. On currencies normally they use kind of like they use fast stop loss. Yeah, even if you get your stop loss to be close, just make it far a little bit. Even if you get your stop loss to be close, just make it far a little bit. You understand? That's actually one way some people actually use to actually do what to actually um kind of like prevent stop on something like that, like prevent stop on all this weak and the rest taking your trade out. That's actually a way some people actually use. Then as for this thing, as for me, I actually don't see stop on this is synthetic trades. You understand? And even normally, even normally for my analysis, normally stop on to not to just take me out, like that kind of stuff. You understand? Now there's somebody saying something. There's somebody saying something, which I actually want to address. Somebody saying something that this thing. Somebody's actually saying something. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes, somebody is actually saying something that from tonight's class he has learned that what he has learned um that psychology is actually what is actually 80% um what is happening in the market, something like that. Like it is actually 80%. Why your analysis is 20%. Now to me, people do say that people say it is 80%. This thing is 20%. To me, when I say to me, it is to me your analysis is kind of close to sha, but I won't say it is the same thing. Let us give psychology 60% or even 50. Understand? It is almost the same thing, like they are almost the same thing. Because if your analysis is not right from the first place, if your analysis is not right from the first, like in the first place, if your analysis is not right, then what about psychology? Like, I don't know if you're getting me. Like, if your analysis is not right, even if you have a good psychology, you will still lose. Like, it is certain you will still lose on that trade. And if you're getting me, so to me, analysis is actually this, because if I'm actually confident of an analysis, like to me now, but if I actually want to teach somebody, let assuming I'm actually teaching you, because I actually stated many reasons. Like I actually gave many reasons why people actually lose today. I gave many. Now, if I'm actually to teach you now, I'll just teach you how to analyze a trade, how to get into the trade. Then I will tell you that the only thing I will tell you is this. The only thing I will tell you is this. Don't enter when it is not time to enter a trade. Like don't be kind of like this type of FOMO people, like fear of missing out people. Don't just wait for it to give you what your confirmation, then enter a trade. Then the second thing I will tell you is this. The second thing I will tell you is this. Sorry, please. I'm actually very fast. The second thing I will tell you is what is this. first of all, I will tell you, don't be as those people that actually do FOMO, like fear of missing out. Like wait for it to show your what confirmation before getting in. That is the first thing I will tell you as I teaching you. Then the second thing I will tell you is this. I will tell you, don't place, like, know what are willing to risk. Then risk where, like, just place, if it's actually $5, you are actually willing to risk. Just place one trade. Don't place another one. No matter how short the signal is, don't place anyone. Just leave it like that and just allow it to glow and allow it to go. Place your stop loss, place your TP, and just allow it. Don't you are getting me? That is what I will tell them. So now, if you are talking about psychology upon all what I've mentioned, I only just told them what two things. Number one, wait for what your confirmation. Number two, just place one trade. Like just place what you are willing to risk. It's as simple as that. See, if somebody is confident of his analysis, so confident, and he just place and he risks where, which is he actually placed what a trade, just one, and he plays his stop loss and what and his TP. That is all he actually did. Don't you are getting me? See, he will not lose. Like that person will not lose. Like I don't need to tell you this thing, if you are tired, don't trade. If you are doing this, don't trade. All that thing. I don't need to tell you. Even you, if you make some amount of profit, you will know when to stop. Like normally, although some people actually learn that one, they actually learn normally. Like if they actually get to place plenty trade, then they get to learn because they actually get to lose probably. Then they are like, what actually made me lose? Okay, yeah, I actually placed too much and I was tired. So yeah, probably that was why I actually lost. That was actually how I came about my own too. Understand? So they will actually get to observe all those stuff. But if your analysis is not right in the first place, if your analysis isn't right in the first place, you can't even make profit in forex. Talk more of even losing it. If you make profit, it will just be by mistake. You understand? Yeah. So that is just it. Then this guy was saying something. Lawa was saying something. He said that I think if people don't blow account in the first place, they will not learn. They will not learn. Now see the type of people I actually want to raise. If you are close to me, the type of person I want to raise is the person that will not blow account. Like when I mean he will not blow account in his first time of trading. I'm serious. I'm actually working towards that, but I know that it's not actually easy. But if it's possible, yeah, that this you will not lose, you will not blow an account the first time. Like you will not blow an account the first time of trading. Yes, those are our people. Those are actually the type of people I actually want to raise. Like you will not blow an account the first time because normally, like, yes, we actually learn from what we actually learn from blowing account. Like we actually learn the hard way. Like me, I actually learned the hard way. You understand? Nobody, my mentor did not teach me all these things. Only what he told me was just wait for your confirmation. That was actually what he told me. Understand? The rest I actually learned them based on what experience, the hard way. You understand? So that if I'm actually now teaching somebody and the person is actually like I'm teaching the person one on one, I will tell you, like, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. But many students have actually made me to stop advising them. Like many students, because what they tell a student not to do, that is what they will go and do. If a student can obey you, like can obey what you say 100%, like it will be difficult for him to do what for him to blow an account. It will be difficult. I don't say it's not possible. I say it will be difficult for him to blow an account. You understand? Like if he obeys you, because you will tell him don't do this. It's the same thing. He will just go put his hand. I mean, if you actually want to do something, I don't normally stop you again. Like I'll just allow you to do it. Like seriously, me, I'll just allow you to do it as long as you think it is what is right for you. Good and fine, just do it. If you actually, if this in the market actually teach you um lesson, then you actually calm down. And there's one thing I will say now that actually affect people in trading. This one thing. Now you actually discover that what the confidence you came in to the market with is not the same confidence you are riding on now. Now you came to the market with that so much confidence, like you were placing trades even without feeling it. Like I don't know if you're getting me. Like you were actually happy, probably trade move and for you, like you were not afraid. That kind of confidence, you were not actually afraid. But after some time, what do you discover? Discover that before you even place a trade, you will think too much because you've lost already. You've lost over and over and over. So now you are scared. I don't know if you're getting me. So now, if I'm actually going to train people now, I'm actually going to train those people that actually will not lose. Why? Because I want their mindset to do what, to actually be at what, their mindset to actually be what, them. Sorry, I want that confidence that they actually came in to the market with to actually what remain. and they should actually what add more to it, instead of losing the confidence. They're trying to build the confidence. Well, what most people are actually trying to do now is trying to build the confidence they once had when they actually started forex, and they lost that confidence because of probably they did not have somebody to teach them, probably lack of information also, you understand, or probably they actually disobeyed their mentor. Like he said, do this, and they actually turned the other way. So now first now told them what the hard way, and they're not losing it anyhow. So they've lost what that confidence. So if you can actually obey rules, like seriously, you will not actually have issues that much. So that is actually what I actually feel. Yeah. Um. Sorry, you said this issue of stop loss. Let's say, for example, you place a trade and then you want to reach $2 as stop loss with the lowest lot size. How would you calculate? Okay. Like I said, for you to calculate, it's kind of like for you to calculate. Like I said, for you to calculate this in stop loss. Sometimes I don't even calculate it based on like this is actually my stop loss. Like I use something to calculate it. What I actually just do is that I use my eyes. If I look at it, I know I know the distance like between them. You understand? But as a people, hello. Yeah. Hello. Is a Forex here?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. That will actually be the end of our class today.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Good night, everybody. Rosemary. All right. Good night.
Good night. We'll see you soon.
Okay.